Samsung is once again pushing the boundaries of foldable technology. This time it's going even further with its upcoming tri-foldable smartphone. Designed to compete with the likes of Huawei's Mate X-T, this new device is expected to launch later this year. But while the trifold design itself sounds futuristic and exciting, leaked details suggest that the rest of the phone may not live up to the hype. Let's start with the charging speed. A highly reliable industry insider has confirmed that Samsung's upcoming tri-foldable phone will only support 25-watt wired charging. That's the same speed we've seen on older Galaxy models, and in 2025, it's not exactly impressive. What's more, there's speculation that the actual charging rate might be even slower in real-world usage. Samsung may simply market it as 25-watt, a move that's likely to disappoint a lot of tech enthusiasts. Charging speed has long been one of Samsung's weak points. Take the Galaxy S25 Ultra, the company's latest flagship. It charges at a maximum of 45 watt. That sounds decent on paper until you compare it to its Chinese rivals. Phones like the Xiaomi 15 Ultra charge at blazing speeds minus 90 watt wired and 80 watt wireless, plus an extra 10 watt of reverse wireless charging. It's a whole different level of fast, and Samsung just hasn't kept up. Chinese manufacturers are also leading the way with cutting-edge battery tech. We're now hearing about phones with 8,000 mAh batteries on the horizon. Meanwhile, Samsung seems hesitant to take that leap. Naturally, this has left fans wondering, why won't Samsung adopt newer battery technologies and improve their charging game? There's a valid argument on Samsung's side, though. The company dominates a large portion of the global smartphone market and has always taken a cautious approach with new technology, especially after the infamous Galaxy Note 7 battery issue, where devices exploded due to battery malfunctions. Since then, Samsung has been extra careful. It wants to thoroughly test and perfect anything before it becomes part of their phones. And when it comes to ultra-fast charging and denser batteries, the risks may not yet be worth the reward. Moving on to the camera side of things, leaks suggest that Samsung may skip under-display cameras for this trifold model. While these types of cameras offer a clean, uninterrupted look on the display, they still fall short when it comes to actual image quality. That's why Samsung might opt for traditional punch-hole cameras instead. Of course, nothing is final just yet. There's still a chance the final product might include under-display cameras, but this will likely remain a hot topic of debate. Some users prioritize a seamless display without cutout, while others care more about camera quality and don't mind a hole or two on the screen. However, there's something more visually off-putting than under-display cameras, and that's the crease. If you thought the crease on today's foldables was noticeable, get ready for 2 creases on the tri-foldable. Current reports say the crease quality will be similar to the Galaxy Z Fold 6, which hasn't been the most invisible. On the brighter side, the upcoming Galaxy Z Fold 7 is rumored to feature a less visible crease, so Samsung might be working on improvements for future generations. Meanwhile, Apple continues to sit on the sidelines when it comes to foldables. The company's strategy appears to be waiting until the technology is perfect. They reportedly want their first foldable device to feature a completely invisible crease, and they might finally be getting close. Rumors suggest Apple could unveil a foldable iPhone in 2027, potentially to mark the iPhone's 20th anniversary alongside a new iPhone Pro model. Looking at the bigger picture, maybe Apple's approach isn't so bad after all. Foldables haven't taken off the way many manufacturers expected. Sales have been underwhelming, and Samsung has even revised its expectations for future foldables. As a result, the upcoming trifold will only get a limited production run, likely due to its very high cost, which would easily exceed $2,000. Availability will also be limited. The tri-foldable will launch first in South Korea and gradually expand to other major markets, but don't expect a full-scale global release. Samsung seems to be targeting regions with higher spending power and isn't expecting this device to reach the mainstream consumer, at least not yet. All things considered, Samsung's tri-foldable phone is an exciting concept, but it comes with compromises. With slow charging, potential camera limitations, and visible creases, it may not feel like a fully futuristic leap just yet. It's a bold experiment, sure, but one that may take a few more generations before it truly becomes practical and affordable for the average smartphone user.